Hello, my friends. It is time to check out the best game of all time. Yep.
You heard me right. Diablo 1 is the best game of all time.
And I'm going to go into more in detail why I think that way while I'm playing it. But for now, let me just preface this. This is a permadeath playthrough. If I die, I'm gonna stop playing. As usual, of course. And I can't wait to get into this because this is... I probably haven't played this in 20 years. And it's gonna be interesting to see what my adult brain thinks about this game compared to what I thought when I was a kid when I played this. When I was around 10 or something like that. Because I hold this game in a really high regard. So I'm hoping that I still will after this playthrough. But for anyone, there's a lot of people that haven't played Diablo 1, so I'm just gonna start with playing the intro. I love that intro. I've probably seen that like 1,000 times because I would just rewatch it over and over and over when I was a kid. My nostalgia is tingling and I want to see Diablo. I want to kick his butt. So we're going in as a warrior because warrior is the canonical hero and also the class I chose the first time I played this game when I was 10 years old when I bought it. I went for the warrior immediately. And to stay super canonical, we're gonna name him Aiden. Because according to Diablo 3, that was his name. I'll get into that more in detail. And then we're just gonna go, boom. And there it is. You hear that music? You hear that? Oh. And those footsteps. This is bringing out all of the feels, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna leave a bunch of timestamps because if you don't like me walking around and just talking to people and listening to endless amount of dialogue, I will just cut this as a big chunk until I go to the dungeon and go down and slay some demons. But I gotta go around and check out this place. Because you see that? Farnham chilling in the corner, Farnham the drunkard. I remember that when I was a kid I was so bad at English I didn't understand a single word he was saying. Sometimes I could read it in text, but I didn't understand anything he was saying. I could barely understand well-spoken people when I played this, when I was 10 years old. So understanding Farnham, that was difficult. So we'll go see if I can understand him now.
And a fellow drinking geese?
Like, listen to that. What the hell did he just say? Let's try that again.
And a fellow drinking geese?
Can your fellow think you want to geese? I'm not a... What are you talking about, Farnham? Okay, let's talk to him and see. Oh, yeah, let's gossip a little bit.
If I was you, and I ain't,
True.
but if I was, I'd sell all that stuff you got and get out of here. That boy out there, he's always got something good, but you gotta give him some gold, or he won't even show you what it's got.
Oh, he's talking about Wirt, the little boy salesman. Okay, I actually can understand him now. Although he's talking incoherently, but that's fine. I get him. If I was the warrior, I might also sell all the stuff and just leave as well. But no, of course not. I'm a brave man. I would definitely go down into the dungeons and slay all the demons. Definitely. And there he is, the legend. Deckard Cain. Cain the Elder was his name here. Oh yeah, I guess Cain is his last name, so Deckard.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
And how much of a legendary phrase isn't that? I was actually thinking to start this whole thing by saying that, and then thinking that's probably what 99.9% of everyone in the world would do. So I'm just not going to do that. Let's talk. Let's talk about gossip.
Oh, Jillian is a fine woman. Much
Don't remember much
adored
about
for
her.
her high spirits and her quick laugh. She holds a special place in my heart. She stays on at the tavern to support her elderly grandmother, who is too sick to travel. I sometimes fear for her safety, but I know that any man in the village would rather die than see her harmed.
Ah. Yeah, everyone in here is a true gentleman. And I think Jillian is the only woman? No, we got Adria as well. And now knowing from Diablo 3 what her actual goal is here, which is pretty much retconned, so... back here, I don't think they had planned that out, but... she's not a nice person.
What ails
Pippin!
you, my friend?
I'm gonna talk to Pippin.
Poor Wirt. I did all that was possible for the child, but I know he despises that wooden peg that I was forced to attach to his leg. His wounds were hideous. No one, and especially such a young child, should have to suffer the way he did.
Yeah, it's a tragic story about Wirt, and if you play Diablo 2, it becomes even more tragic to walk around and talk to these people, because, well, Diablo is not a story with happy endings, say that. And let's see if I can imitate him before I talk to him, to see if I'm right. He's gonna say something like, "Whoa, what can I do for you?"
Whoa, what can I do for you?
I did a terrible impression, but I'm just happy that I managed to do it.
The axe? Aye, that's a good weapon.
Yeah.
Balanced against any foe. Look how it cleaves the air. And then, imagine a nice fat demon head in its path. Keep in mind, however, that it is slow to swing. But talk about dealing a heavy blow.
I like that, Griswold. First time I meet him, no presenting himself, "Hello, my name is Griswold." He's just fanboying out about axes. First thing. That is good, Griswold. You treat like a that times version of a gun nut, I would say. I'm gonna talk to Ogden as well, but first I want to find Wirt. Oh, there's the lady. That's Jillian. Yeah, the barmaid.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Oh, let's see how you can serve me.
Pippin saved my grandmother's life, and I know that I can never repay him for that. His ability to heal any sickness is more powerful than the mightiest sword, and more mysterious than any spell you can name. If you ever are in need of healing, Pippin can help you.
Great. Great to know. And I gotta say, like, for a game that was made back in '96, the voice acting is awesome. There should be a bridge here somewhere. There we go, or bridge. I don't know what you call that. Some planks, I guess. And up here is some little boy. No? What? Oh, there he is. I thought it was at this tree. My memory is almost perfect, but not quite. Wirt, the peg-legged boy.
Psst, over here.
I'm not gonna pay you anything to have a look, but I'm gonna talk to you.
If I were a few years older, I would shower her with whatever riches I could muster.
Oh!
Let me assure you, I could get my hands on some very nice
Guess
stuff.
he fancies Jillian, right?
Is a beautiful girl who should get out of Tristram as soon as it is safe. Maybe I'll take her with me when I go.
Ah, smart. It is very funny to actually now understand everything they were saying, because I was walking around and talking to all of the townsfolk when I was a kid playing as well, just to see if it would unlock something, some sort of a quest. But didn't understand much of what they were saying. Although I do think that I learned quite a lot of English in trying to understand them. Let's see what Ogden has to say.
Thank goodness you returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
I forgot that Ogden is kind of the quest giver, the first quest. So, in Diablo 1, he was just meant to be, this was supposed to be your village, I think. Because he does say, thank goodness you've returned. And we become the warrior, defeats Diablo, he becomes the Dark Wanderer in the second game. And in the third game, they added that he was actually a prince. Prince Aiden. So it makes a little bit of sense that they say, thank goodness you've returned. But I mean, if I was the prince, there would be like confetti shooting everywhere. Right? They would be more happy, and everyone would recognize me. So you can see that it was a little bit of a, is it retcon? Anyway. And we're gonna talk to the last NPC, and then it's to some demon slaying.
I
Adria.
sense a soul in
We
search
need
of
a man.
answers.
Oh, in search of answers, okay. Let's talk.
There is much about the future we cannot see, but when it comes, it will be the children who wield it. The boy Wirt has a blackness upon his soul, but he poses no threat to the town or its people. His secretive dealings with the urchins and unspoken guilds of nearby towns gain him access to many devices that cannot be easily found in Tristram. While his methods may be reproachful, Wirt can provide assistance for your battle against the encroaching darkness.
Thank you for your tips, Adria. That was a great conversation. I guess they told some voice actors, sound like a witch. I'll try. Or they were just gasping for air and talking at the same time. Alright, so enough with this walking around the village. It is time to actually go into what Diablo is all about. And I think that since I didn't understand any English when I was a kid, I did not understand what to do. I was like stuck in town for the first like 30 minutes or 40 minutes that I played the game. They tell you like follow the road to the church and do your thing. But I didn't understand that something was up here. But I gotta respect something. I opened the game, I pressed on a character, just named them, and then I'm in, bam. And I could go directly to the church. Like, not talk to anyone, just start the game. It is incredible how fast you can get into the game if you want to. Compared to other games at the time, and to other games now. Gotta sit through a freaking 90-minute tutorial. Oh, and here's the poorest man. I feel so sorry for this man. And I guess we got the butcher quest this time, not the Leoric one.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus, He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Ooh, every single word of that, I have it memorized in my head. That was... And now he's dead.
Your death will be avenged.
Indeed. And I was also mind blown when I knew that I could click in afterwards and I would say something.
Your death will be
You
avenged.
just do it over and over again. But this is scary, you know? You had no idea what was coming. What is coming in front of you. Like, we're going into the scary church. Can we see anything around it? No, there the river is blocking us there. And it felt so dark. It was not like fantasy games, like other fantasy games with orcs and elves and dragons and stuff. Here you're in like a there's satanic rituals being performed in this church, and it feels like it is just the regular world. I didn't understand that this was a fantasy world called Sanctuary at the time. I thought it was just, hey, literal Satan has invaded this English village. That's cool.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Ooh, the sanctity of this place has been fouled. I'm sorry to harp on about how I was, but that was just gibberish to me when I was... It sounded cool, right? To a 10-year-old who doesn't know English, the sanctity of this place has been fouled. But it didn't mean anything. But I loved it. I said it over and over again. To like my friends. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, oh, hello Skelly. Bam! First one down. Oh! And here we got the random dungeons, right? Sometimes you get this. I can go down to level 2 immediately. But since this is permadeath and I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, I'm gonna refrain from going into level 2 and just enjoy all of these nice sound effects that I haven't heard for 20 years. Isn't this? Oof. Oh, Jesus, that's a... Oh, and the imps. Scavengers. Oh. There. Jeez. I think this game has better sound effect than Diablo 3. Just a hit. Look at this imp, it's gonna come back for me. Or the skeleton. Oh, the skeleton is a little bit of a... Oh. It's a cool effect, and the imp flees once he dies. But when the... Just listen to the imp when he gets his sword in the face. Here. Ooh. You can feel that. One more. Oh! Ooh. Like that is a sword going into an imp's head right there. And here we have the very simple inventory of the time. We got armor, helm, and we got the 2 hands. That's it. No need for pauldrons or gloves or belts or pants. Put a helm on. Oh yeah, you can't see that you actually have a helmet on, but hey, we're limited by the technology of the time, right? We have a club, a short sword. Unfortunately, the short sword we found was no better than the one we have. Now we must venture, not deeper, because we know how to go deeper. Oh, 3 skeletons. But they're gonna be defeated by their worst enemy. The door. This is the trick. Go, just stand by the door. They're gonna come. Bam! Smack them. Oh! Let's make sure that they can actually stand a chance. And we got dropped a mace. Ooh, we got our first upgrade. There we go.
I don't have a spell ready.
Oh, okay, I right-clicked. That's where he said that. Oh, that one has its own actual visual thing. The mace. And this is exactly what I want to play in games. The warrior. Not the paladin with a bunch of spells. Not the barbarian that is some crazy... Oh, ow! Like exploding barrels? Well, no. Okay, let's get back to the point. In games, I like to be a warrior. Not a barbarian that is a big, hulking, crazy man with the two-handed weapons, one in each hand. That's too much. And I don't want to be the paladin that has a bunch of spells and stuff. I want to be the warrior. The one that is right there in the middle. I guess if worst come to worst, I'll play the barbarian. Because he's the closest thing to a regular warrior. I'm gonna drink one of those potions because these barrels might explode on me. I learned now. So I don't remember how hard this game is actually gonna be. Because it was hard as hell to me as a kid, but I mean everything is hard when you're a kid. Because you're a little idiot. You don't understand how things work. Especially when you can't read anything. You're just walking around. Smacked ya. Oh. Let's get tactical on these guys. We got a bow. Yeah. Don't like that, huh? Can shoot through the... Ooh, level up. Let's see if we can kill these guys first. Can you hit them? Oh, there we hit one. Oh, okay. There we go. Ah! And this is also something that is really cool. Diablo 1 did not have any class restrictions. Well, technically, I don't think Diablo 3 has that either with the weapons, but the skills you have in the game is tied to the weapon, so it's pretty much class restrictions. I mean, you don't want to run around with a bow on a barbarian because it makes no sense. None of the skills would work. But in this, basically anyone can do anything. The main difference between the characters is how they look visually and what their starting stats are, and also the animation. Like the animation to cast a spell as a warrior is slower than the one on the wizard, so the wizard's always going to be better, but the warrior can do all of the spells as long as they have enough in magic. And this is the only stats in the game. Level up, we get 5 points. 5 points every level up. And we got strength, magic, dexterity, vitality. That's it. That's it. How hard do you hit? How good you are at magic, and how much mana you have, I think. How good you are at hitting stuff. You can have a lot of strength, but you will miss every blow if you don't have dexterity. And how many hits you can take. So since I'm going permadeath, I think I'm gonna like put a few points in vitality every time, because I do want to actually get all the way to the bottom where Diablo is. But we're a warrior, so we go in strength, vitality, and dexterity. And I like the system. I mean, the skills that they introduced in Diablo 2 is awesome. Super cool thing. That adds a lot to the game. But I like the kind of straightforwardness of this game as well. Smacked ya. Come back here. You can hear that? You can hear the mace just smashing that in. And this, bam! That zombie doesn't stand a chance. Now the game isn't particularly hard. Oh, I found the scroller Inferno. I need magic for that. So the scroll is just to be able to cast a spell once. You don't need to learn the spell, but you're relying on scrolls to do it. Yeah, you did. Oh, we got a saber. Ah, that's the same. I'm gonna stick with the mace. I like smashing things. I'll go mace over saber any day. And we got the map right here. You can see the doors that are marked with big yellow squares. Very cool. Very cool game. And now that I've actually cleaned up the first area, I think you can hear what else I love about this game. The music. Just listen to this. This like dark choirs in the background, and they like mixed in cries, and just listen to this. I like the bum 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 bum. There. It makes this game. I mean, Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 is action games. So you jump around and you kill hundreds of enemies. You do kill a lot of enemies in this as well, but the pace of it and the presentation of it. When I was a kid, I thought of this more like a survival horror game, to be honest. I mean, I would put this in the same category as Resident Evil at the time, because the music would scare the hell out of me. And just the setting of it, the darkness. Just going around in the cursed freaking cathedral. Hey, imps! What are you guys doing? You think you can get me? Smack! I got freaking 300 chance to hit right there. Bam! Ain't got nothing on me. Purifying spring. What's this? I bet this replenishes mana. But I don't use mana, so. And here we go. This is the good part about not going down a level, even though you have the chance. Who'd miss this? Yeah, get out of here, you little rats. Yeah. Not a chance. Library book? No. Scroll of healing. Alright. Identify. We got some mana. I do not need any mana because I know no spells, and I don't think I'll be able to learn any cool ones either. Holy Bolt. That might be fun to do. Should I do a Holy Bolt? Should I do a Firebolt? Because Holy Bolt pretty much only works on undead. So if I'm gonna go for some spell, I'll probably go for something that works on more. You hear this? Just listen to the music now. This is scary. Hear that? They have like children screaming and stuff, and I was playing this when I was a kid, you know? And I didn't know if the sounds were coming from like the game, because I wasn't doing anything in the game, there was no creature or something, but it was woven into the music. So I would be sitting there playing and looking behind my back and like, what? Being freaking freaked out by all these sounds. Club. Nah. It's good that the way down is right next to the way up, because then we can go and load off some inventory before we go to level 2. Smack them. And it didn't help that I didn't have a computer in my room when I was a kid. The computer was out in the open. It wasn't in like the living room area. We had a 2-story house, and the computer was on the top floor. But unfortunately for me, my brothers lived on the top floor. So if you were playing and you would have headphones or something, well, they could just sneak up on you and scare the bejesus out of you. Ooh, full healing, nice. So some of that fear was justified. Sometimes when you would look back and go, oh, my brother would be like, ah, you got me. Or he would scare me so I would almost pee my pants. Let's move these, because I don't need the mana. But maybe I can sell these after I get to town. And I leveled up again. Leveled up again. I I got a bunch of Inferno stuff. I kind of want to do some magic just to see how it looks. Because I'm not going to play this through with multiple characters. I'm just going for a one and done sort of a thing. Yeah. And I'm going to clear this out. Like, all of these guys are getting the freaking mace to the face treatment. Smack them. And I gotta say, I don't know why they put all of this sarcophagus right up in the open like this in the cathedral. I mean, it is a huge cathedral. So maybe the sarcophagus are doubling as picnic tables? I don't know. What's that? Magical shrine. There we go. There.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
No, you can just put this on. And this is fun. You see this? The magical shrine. We literally have a cross on it, like this was a Catholic church or something. It's just that I guess the lore wasn't quite finished yet, and this would make it seem like this would take place in the real world, and it was actually like demonic and satanic rather than a fantasy world. While the spirit is vigilant, the body thrives. Okay, something about mana, I guess. That would mean nothing to me as a kid. Oh, I have a dot over my head. Wow. So that would be a mystery. No, so I mean, they have all these priests of the Saka room and all of this backstory that is presented in the manual and the lore of the game. But if you don't understand all that stuff, then well, you'd think you're clearing out minions of Lucifer, because they say nothing about it in the intro. The intro sequence is just some sword shining and some guy being attacked. And nobody says anything in town, so unless you picked up the manual and read it through, you would have no idea that this takes place in a fantasy world. Except for the magic and all that stuff. Or maybe I'll remove the map. It's annoying to have the map on screen, I guess. Oh, and it's also annoying to see that I've leveled up but not put in my points. I sincerely apologize. So let's see if my 2-hit goes up if I go dexterity. Yeah, 2 dexterity gave me 1%. That's alright. I don't want to put everything in vitality. I don't want this to be like... still have some excitement in this. I don't want to be freaking invincible. I'll put 1. I'll try to put 1 every time, so I don't get too large of a health pool. I want to be a little bit scared as well, because I thought it would be like super exciting to see other like Diablo players play hardcore. Turns out it's the most... Oh, ow! It is the most... Oh! Sorry for interrupting myself. My damage is taken in mana while I have that dot. Ooh, okay. That's cool. What's in here? Okay, I was thought... Oh, you see? My mana went down when I got that hit. Ow! Get back in that barrel, skeleton. No, so I thought it would be super exciting seeing Diablo players play hardcore. But that is the most boring thing, because they put everything in armor and health and all that stuff, and it's... you don't want to see that. You want to see someone go freaking glass cannon. So we will go down there. But first I'm gonna just go up to town, sell a little stuff, and we'll cut it off there. I'll go down to level 2, and that's gonna be in part 2. Seems like I survived part 1. Now I want to go around and see what everyone has to say about the butcher. And also sell all my stuff. Maybe see what Wirt has. How much gold do we have? 518. Alright. And what do we have? We have quests. The Butcher. Spells. And that's the inventory, and that's the character. Okay.
Well, what can I do for you?
How much does it cost to repair this? Okay, you know what? First, let's put on the stuff that we want. Why did I have 2 caps? What?
Well, what can I do for you?
Let's sell items. Club. Yeah. Short sword. Yeah. Short sword, yeah. Bow, club, and the saber. Yeah. And then we'll repair. Oh, cap and cape. I thought it was 2 caps. Apologies. What does Griswold have to say about the Butcher?
I saw what Farnham calls the Butcher, as it swathed a path through the bodies of my friends. He swung a cleaver as large as an axe, hewing limbs and cutting down brave men where they stood. I was separated from the fray by a host of small screeching demons, and somehow found the stairway leading out. I never saw that hideous beast again, but his blood-stained visage haunts me to this day.
To this day. There's not an exaggeration. Butcher scared the shit out of me. Especially for what is gonna say when he sees me. And the room he was in. You'll see when we come to level 3, which is probably gonna be in part 2. But I want to talk to everyone about the Butcher. But he mentioned Farnham. So, seems like Griswold, he was part of the crew that was led down by Lazarus. And, yeah, he made it. Because he fled, basically. Healing, identify. I don't want a bunch of identification stuff here, but anyway. Let's talk to Farnham, because he mentioned that Farnham was there with the Butcher as well. And let's hope we don't break his freaking psyche by talking about it.
Big cleaver, killing all my friends. Couldn't stop him, had to run away. Couldn't save them. Trapped in a room with so many bodies, so many friends. No!
Jeez, I feel bad for even asking. That's the thing. Farnham is such a tragic. I don't even want to think about like how that would be. And he plays it so well. I mean, in any other game, I wouldn't care. But Jesus, he's just getting. You can hear that he's broken.
What ails you, my friend? By the light, I know of this vile demon. There were many that bore the scars of his wrath upon their bodies when the few survivors of the charge led by Lazarus crawled from the cathedral. I don't know what he used to slice open his victims, but it could not have been of this world. It left wounds festering with disease, and even I found them almost impossible to treat. Beware if you plan to battle this fiend.
Well, I do plan to battle him. And I'm making sure that I can take a hit or 2. Because I remember one of the main problems with the Butcher is his attack speed is so freaking high. Like, he just swings that cleaver, just shoo. But he said something about festering wounds. I don't remember poison being a thing in Diablo 1. I don't think it is.
Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising
That's
Sun.
more like a lore little thing. Okay.
Yes, Farnham has mumbled something about a hulking brute who wielded a fierce weapon. I believe he called him a butcher.
I am going to talk to Deckard Cain last, because I'm expecting the most educated opinion from him. So I will end the questioning with him.
How may I serve you? When Farnham said something about a butcher killing people, I immediately discounted it. But since you brought it up, maybe it is true.
Hey, you should talk to Griswold. He was there as well. And Farnham, he's not a... I mean, he is a poor soul. But a liar, he's not, as far as I know. Let's see, it worked, because I think the Butcher was the one who took his leg, right? Or it was just a regular demon, I'm not sure.
over here.
Hey, man.
I know more than you think about that grisly fiend. His little friends got a hold of me and managed to get my leg before Griswold pulled me out of that hole. I'll put it bluntly. Kill him before he kills you and adds your corpse to his collection.
Okay, so the butcher did not get his leg. His minions got his leg, and Griswold saved him. Good on Griswold. I gave Griswold a little bit of shit because he ran away, but I mean, if you're hunted by the butcher in real life, just run away. Find a door, close it, leave the level basically. Find a staircase and go up or down, and he won't follow. Otherwise, you're screwed. So if you're in a house on the second floor, just go to the second floor. You're golden. I'm interested to see what he's got. Axe of Might. 3,000? I don't have 3,000. Ugh. Work is freaking greedy guy. Not greedy guy, but I mean, if you have something, you can sell it for whatever you like. Your thing. We're gonna talk to Adria, and then we're gonna talk to King. And maybe we can do something about this book. Scrolls of Inferno, and everything. Oh, I do have some slots for rings and amulets here too, that's pretty cool. I know all of the sounds when it drops, like I can hear an amulet in a ring when it drops. I know exactly the sound. And I'll tell you when I hear it. It is the rarest sound though, so.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I am in search of answers about the butcher.
The butcher is a sadistic creature that delights in the torture and pain of others. You have seen his handiwork in the Drunkard Farnham. His destruction will do much to ensure the safety of this village.
Alright, well that just means I gotta destroy them. Scroll of Heat. I can sell these Infernal Scrolls. 25 each. Yeah. Can't use them anyway. Gonna take a while until I have 20 in magic. 19 in magic, huh? I can't sell the book. No. Oh, because I was trying to use the scroll to scroll down. This was before scroll wheels on mice. Mouses? This. Alright, so she's the magic dealer, can recharge staves and stuff. Oh, what does she have to buy? Does she have anything?
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Town portal? Yes. I'm gonna go for one for now. Firewall. Does she have any books? No. Okay, I'll go for 2 town portals. I can leave 2 slots for some town portals, so I don't have to wander all the way back again. Let's see what Deckard Cain has to say. It is always the most interesting thing because he knows all the lore that we did not have available.
Stay a while and listen.
I will. The butcher. He's like a mix of an old wise man and Sean Connery. Stay a while and listen.
It seems that the Archbishop Lazarus goaded many of the townsmen into venturing into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son. He played upon their fears and whipped them into a frenzied mob. None of them were prepared for what lay within the cold earth. Lazarus abandoned them down there, left in the clutches of unspeakable horrors, to die.
Ooh, I remember hearing Lazarus when I was a kid, but I couldn't really make the connection. I mean, I know he's a boss later on, but like what he actually did with the betrayal and that he was basically the main villain outside of Diablo. I did not catch Did not catch that as a 10-year-old. Alright, I'm gonna leave part 1 for there. In part 2, I'm gonna venture down into level 2, and I'm definitely going to try and kill this freaking butcher creature. And to be honest, this playthrough might end right there, because he is a force to be reckoned with, I would say. I'm gonna save this right here, so I don't lose anything. And I'll see you in the next one.